FM.
Why bona re ntse?
Yeah, we need as a belief.
So as a belief re tsenyala ba for two re bona re bereka le bogwenkila bona. A ntse re le busy na re batlana le this thing. Ina bothata. We're going to go for a commercial pele ka pila and then from there tla be re lo tsola pele. I hope this TikTok no sense tsona. Ka sa be ke ya ke tlo bereka le. I'm telling you. I'm going to kill you all because it's your fault. Then tell her to get a TikTok with you on how to kill me.
And we need that TikTok, eh?
Yeah, let me just play the advert. This show is brought to you by Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Kgosi in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. Again, the address is 70 Kgosi in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064-548-7176 or 071-422-8576. Yeah, that's our sponsor for today, Segongane Medical Services and Clinic. Habatse Medical 80, they will only take cash and then we're not going to cash and then just go and see them and then your medication separate. Guys, Dinsa, we are back.
Yeah.
Good evening.
So let me give it to you for now.
Good evening.
Today we Cape Exit or Cape Independence,
yes,
as they usually try to call it. These people, but Cape Independence. I don't know what the fuck is Cape Independence for. And why is it now independence all of a sudden? But we are independence in Tsinyang because I don't understand how have independence we are country, but we are country in Tsinyang. So
correct.
That is why today I want to answer those questions. People want to Cape Independence. We are country. And then maybe you guys go high if you want to join us. It's 064-548-7176 or 069-692-4888. Our WhatsApp numbers if you want to join us. We're gonna be live on TikTok very soon, and then little born we like in LGBT in the studio today. And then we're going to be until 9:30 in the evening. Like I said, the number is 064-548-7176 or 069-692-4788. Guys, Arutling, let me start with you first. What do you guys think about this nonsense of Cape Exit?
Okay, you know what? It's actually the issue of this Cape thing. It's quite very much deep, and it says a lot of things.
Yeah.
But my biggest concern, Uguti, when we deal with it, we shouldn't just deal with it politically based, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's where we're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
As I was actually thinking about it during the course of the day, a lot of things come to me now. First and foremost, the people that you find who have been brought in there, right now, they are carrying the Israeli flag.
Are you serious?
They are calling themselves the Jews, right? they moved from Israel after the whole mess that Benjamin Netanyahu did, and when he got them fucked, from there they moved to another place. Then they came down to South Africa.
Yeah, and
apparently now DA, It has been, because I checked the colors.
Yeah.
The blue and white has been actually speaking to me. It is a Jewish party.
It is. Zile is Jewish apparently.
Yeah.
But Zile is Jewish.
Yeah. And then the other thing that you see these things, our people don't really read the details. Of things. Now it is a Jewish party, and now somewhere in Australia, they have set a Home Affairs where they are giving these guys IDs and all that to come to SA.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, now, but it's an old what do you call conspiracy theory that a lot of white people are migrating to Australia.
What for?
And they have dual citizenship.
With South Africa?
Yeah, in South Africa. So that means when people are voting internationally, they are also voting that side. Because remember, there was a big debate around the whole issue of how is it possible that DA can be the second largest political party?
Of course.
And
yes,
this has been their secret weapon for a very, very long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, to say they have people with dual citizenship.
Yeah.
The very same Jews, some of them have dual citizenship.
Of course. They
remember what the South African government did when they were fighting against Palestine.
Yeah.
It told them that if they go to war in Israel, they are going to forfeit the right of being citizens in the country.
Yes.
And only 4 of them went, I think, that side. And they lost their citizenship and now they cannot come back. That's what South Africa did.
Exactly. But then the point is this. What you need to connect the dots here.
Correct.
Now, these guys, they are the ones now, these Jews, moving into Cape Town. And with the DA pushing for this Cape independence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What people don't understand, which is going to be a very, very challenging thing for our black brothers and sisters who are not well informed and who are just religious.
Yes.
Is that the Jewish community is actually the part of, they are the owners or the founders of the Illuminati.
Okay.
Whereby now we are talking about secret society.
Yes.
Now, in the secret society, there are certain rituals that are done. The cabal that is done.
Yeah.
Where am I going with this thing?
Yes.
There is no way that you're going to be able to overcome these guys as they move in if you are not properly aligned as black people.
Okay.
And unfortunately, if you go back to the history of the Jews, how they've been conquering places, how they've been creating wars, invading other people's space.
Yeah.
You will notice that in the actual fact, it does not just go on its own.
Yes.
There is a force behind that they are able to invoke, that is able to assist them. And there's a book that I wrote, The Missing Link, where I'm saying that the God of the Jews, it is not the same God of black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, that is where everything starts.
Yeah.
That's where everything starts. There's no way that you're going to be able to fight this war if when, in terms of your own weapons, you are not fit enough.
Yeah.
Let's go back to our history as black people. When we talk about how Ushaka lost against Amampondo, what happened on that day? They will tell you that there was mysticism that happened.
Uh-huh.
There was supernatural interference.
Yeah.
You go back again to the wars that Usobuza fought. And you will see again, how is it that they were fought? There will be rituals that are done before you go to war so that you can be able to first defeat your enemy spiritually.
Okay, I get a soap in the GG. We are live, ne? But
Yes.
TikTok already, so I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's good.
Finally.
So now the point that I want to make
Yeah.
is that if then the Jews are part of the Illuminati and there are rituals that are done, they've got a secret of some sort.
Yeah.
Whereby they are able to invoke particular forces to assist them with whatever mission that they want to do.
Like what, demons and whatnot?
Exactly. Now, the sad story is
Yeah.
this. Our people have lost their ways. Now, you are trying to fight somebody here who knows and who understands himself, and when you do not understand yourself because of you have lost your own thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think the invasion, I mean, these guys are not crazy. First and foremost, you cannot go to somebody else's country, invade that country in today's time.
Yeah.
The way they're invading Cape Town.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you take that chance, blindly, not having calculated the risk that you stand. That means that already these people, they've done their, their risk, calculation.
Assessment
and everything.
Yeah.
So they know spiritually they've invoked their spirits. Financially, they are ready to buy every property that they come across. Military wise, they know that they are ready. I mean, I was listening to this guy talking whereby he was saying that their private security force is much more stronger
than the army,
than our military.
Yeah, that's correct.
And the police combined. You understand what I'm saying?
This is serious.
This is very serious. And let me tell you one thing. let me tell you one thing. For me, where I'm sitting, because of you must not deal with things based on, you go to a tree, you just cut a branch, and from black people, for us to be where we are today, it is because of re busy, re hanella. More this thing, from Gobon. Check what's going to happen today with blacks. Blacks now, you're going to have those who are divided, who still support Israel, who still support the Jews because the Bible says so.
Which is a lie, by the way, because there's nothing like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've always asked them to show me the verse.
Exactly. Yet putting a blind eye on the evil that these people are capable of.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because of the conviction that I'm a Christian and I believe in the Jewish God, so I will stand with the Jews because of they are a chosen nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is, for me, that's dumb.
Heard those words before, eh?
Yeah, that's way too stupid to be thinking like that.
I won't mention him by name.
What does he say?
He believes in Jews.
I don't believe in Jews.
The God of Israel.
You understand? And you find politicians. You even find our own politicians, black politicians, who have that conviction. You understand what I'm saying?
They're seriously worshipping the God and need.
Exactly. These are the dangers of religion. These are the dangers of the dogma.
Yeah.
Because you can't think outside the box.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right.
That is why my point is this. This is not just a war that we see now happening in the physical, but this has been an ongoing war spiritually. We were first conquered, like I've said in my book, we were first conquered spiritually before we were conquered physically.
Yeah.
So by us moving away from our systems and moving away from our own God, I'm still saying it, the God of the Jews is not the same God of black people.
Yeah.
It cannot be, because the God of the Jews promoted and encouraged slavery. Our God has never done that.
Yeah.
The God of the Jews actually promoted the issues of the Jews invading other lands, killing people. Remember, there are scriptures in the Bible that tell you to go in and kill everything. Leave no children, leave no animals. And Saul tried to spare, and from there he had sinned. By doing this, he had sinned against their God.
Don't you think, when it comes to that, your pastors will really be against that? Guys who are watching live on TikTok now, please join us. You say that the God of the Jews is our God now.
Those pastors will be against their brain dead.
Yeah.
Because I can tell right now, we don't have a history, Tina, as black people, of invading other people's space, of killing other people for their land.
Yes.
And taking position. I mean, we would have done that long time with the Europeans. We did not. As a matter of fact, somebody said something very interesting. If we wanted white people dead, our mothers were in the best position to poison them.
Or kind of wine.
Yes. But because we are not of that nature, we don't have that within us.
People and
so our God and their God is not the same.
Or maybe like they buy that. They should have.
Do you think that they did?
Yeah,
or do you think it's
did.
this humanity that you have as black people, that you don't murder people? You don't kill anybody.
Obviously, humanity, it's us.
Exactly.
You can't live outside that. But I'm just saying, they know how to do it for us.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to check some, because I want you to put that video in that dumbass people balboko Cape Town. Let's see people like, how does two white people right go into a squatter camp in Cape Town?
Exactly.
And then talk to coloureds.
Yes.
And tell coloureds, we need this referendum for Cape Town must be independent.
But it's conditions.
You are staying in a squatter camp.
I was actually
created by them, not by us.
Yeah.
And then you clap hands for them.
Yes. Remember how this whole thing started? It's not something new.
Yeah.
Kgosi.
Yeah.
This movement that was started by this guy from Britain.
This guy, Phil Craig.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy is a foreigner.
Yes.
Right? And as a foreigner, he comes in South Africa. He starts a terrorist movement.
Yes.
That is actually allowed by our own government to be registered as a movement.
Party, as a political party.
Yeah. And now we are sitting in this situation today, both black and white,
yes,
because this thing is not going to absorb each and every single black person.
Of course.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Even white people are going to suffer from this.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Baba more danville more was I don't see them going there.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
So you look at the dynamics in terms of how they have done it, right?
Yeah.
And you are right when you say it has been planned, and it has been planned very well.
Yeah.
You can say from 1652 when they came here, that's when they actually
already had a plan.
They already had a plan.
No, but because Cape Town, remember, there was 3 Boer republics in South Africa. There was
Correct.
3 republics in this country. People were
the Cape of South African what union?
Yeah, that's before then. There was 3.
The one that was established in
1910 came what we have now. No. Before then, there had 3 countries in this country.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
Okay.
There was Transvaal. Which is Gauteng,
correct,
which was a country on its own.
Correct.
There was Cape Colony, which was the country on its own.
Correct.
And then there was Orange Free State.
Yes.
Those were 3 republics that we had in this country for them alone.
Correct.
Hence, Cape Town had its own constitution. They never threw it away after 94. 1910 happens when the British left and they said, okay, fine, this is your country. And then they said, listen, it's 3 Boer republics. Let's just unite and make one country.
Yeah.
And how are we going to compromise in other things? The seat of government will be in Pretoria. This is buildings here now. Judiciary, Bloemfontein, OFS, Orange Free State, right? Parliament in Cape Town. Just for us to all be represented at the same time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they agreed upon when they divided when they united. But we were never Zuma. What close to Parliament? People are fuming, bro. People are fuming. This guy. Now when they discuss this fella,
exactly.
You are speaking the truth or born. This is what's happening. This is what these people did to us. And now they are saying one part of the country must be independent.
But you see, this whole Cape independence issue.
Yeah,
there's a danger to it, and a very serious danger to it, right?
Of course.
You look at in terms of the size of the province itself, right? And this whole thing, that's why I was flabbergasted when Cyril Ramaphosa went to the United Nations to go and explain himself to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And the war, right? But asylum says the nearest country.
Yes.
You understand that? So that's the difference.
Yes.
So now you have all these militant people in the Cape, the Western Cape, right? Then what's going to happen? They're going to gear themselves up to take the southern part of South Africa bit by bit.
By force.
Through the barrel of the gun. But that is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
They will have the support of America. They will have the support of the alliances of people that are actually in alliance with America. Because when you look at the Ukraine, the reason why Russia bombed it is because it wanted to make trade relations with the United States.
But do you think Ukraine will actually go in? Because Ukraine, and remember the meeting at Trump, Zelensky, what happened?
They are white. And
so
one
you
thing
think
about white people,
in?
they set their differences aside and they attack. But they don't have time for, beef.
But to add to what you are saying, again, you look at it. We are talking.
Let me do this page before Tenane. Guys, welcome those who are watching. 2 minutes. Those who are watching on TikTok, which is kgosietsile 007. Thanks so much for joining us. Today we are coming to you live on this platform, and those who are listening on radio is www.kgosifm.co.za, and we are streaming live, as I said, on my TikTok page. Dumenang, thanks so much for joining us, guys, and please like our stream and then comment and tell us what you think. Today's topic is Political Monday, Fandaka Rebuaka Cape Independence. And is South Africa really a country of laws? Or do you only live whoever does whatever he wants, they can do it? So please join us and tell us what you guys think about today's topic. The comment.
Yes, what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you are touching it from the days of the ANC, 1994 and all that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But we are not talking about it way before then to say actually the people that belonged in that space,
correct.
Because of even these white people, they don't stand the chance. They can't even start to claim that place because of they found natives there, which was the Xhosas and the Khoi.
Of course. Was there ever Khoi? Was there ever something called Khoi?
The San, the San.
With the San, yeah, even that. Was there ever something called the Khoi in Cape Town.
There was.
Oh, just an invasion because not about my books go Botswana LGBT.
No, but they were there.
Why are they now?
The Khoi is something Dutch.
Why are they now?
You know what it means?
If we have Khoi people, why are they now?
No, but I will tell you what it means. There was this
lady who
it's something that has to do with Dash.
So there's nothing like that.
Exactly.
But some
the
people
Bantus were there. Those
we were there. We were there.
Yeah.
Bantus, yes.
When it was about Correct. But the point is this: that what I want to make is that there were natives there, right?
Yes.
And that land was not just given to these people. There's wars that were fought. Okay. As a matter of fact, the Xhosas, they fought 100 years with the British, using spears unconquered.
Yes.
For 100 years. Going back again to what I'm saying, and this is very much important, and I don't know why is it that people, they don't hear me when I say this.
Yeah.
The reason why we're able to fight the 100 years unconquered against the British right at the coast using spears under the leadership of Segongane and even the other guy that came before him is because of the cabal. Our mysticism. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because of you will not go to war without consulting and then connecting to the other realm.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, there isn't, and how we lost it, the way we lost it, it's when the missionaries came in.
And they gave it the Bible.
Now make this comparison for an example.
Yeah.
There is nobody right now
who
will go and invade KZN.
Yeah.
Why? Because worldwide it is known to KZN it belongs to Uzulu.
Correct. Yes.
Do you understand?
Correct.
Yes.
Amaxhosa in the Cape Town, they seem to be detached.
Correct.
It seems like there's nobody who recognizes Uta Amaxhosa they were there.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because they took the Bible and they started going to the church.
Maxhosa.
Listen to this. They took the Bible. After they were conquered, they took the Bible and they started going to the church and they began to let go of their spears baqala bakhonza. And that is why now you find ukuthi Amaxhosa in the actual fact, slowly but surely, they lost their power, they lost their authority. While on the Zulus was the other way around.
Yes.
When the Zulus now, after they fought and whatever it is, you could not even invade them. Why? Because of Ushembe took over. Shembe took over, bringing back the consciousness of Uzulu.
Okay.
Then again,
is it?
Yeah. Then again, what happened was
spiritual
this.
means.
Yeah. then again, what happened is this. In KZN,
yes.
During the days there was a subject that was taught to conscientize Amazulu about their culture. Xhosas never had that.
Correct.
Xhosas, they had Westview, Sabata, and all these fucking.
They wanted to look like a white man.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now today, Xhosas are not. They can't be firm and stand together and fight for that space.
Yeah.
Because of, in a way, they became soft.
You know what's funny?
You understand what I'm saying?
I tend to agree with you, right? And I'm asking myself that your Khoi clan, when they were
Khoi clan, what
Khoi clan, that's the original name of these people. We will teach them.
Baba V.
Khoi clan means Bantu.
Orona.
Yeah.
Okay.
It means Bantu.
Yeah.
So they were called Khoi clan, not really Khoi Sen. You know, the Sen comes from, there was a guy who said Leon who coiled the name.
The Sen.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they see them every day in the morning when they wake up, they go and bask in the sun just to get that warmth. That's where that name comes from. You understand?
Oh,
so,
shame. Is there a colored person there in the audience? Talk to us, please. Join us. Are you a colored or a Khoisan?
The point that I'm trying to make, and where I agree with Shibilika, is that there seemed to be a disconnect between the original people and the ones that came after, that claimed to, have dominance over the land. Because the Xhosas were there with the so-called Khoisans.
Yeah.
They were there during that time. And as a matter of fact, they come from them. You understand? In terms of genetics, that does not exist. What we have, what they call themselves, genetically, it doesn't exist because your genes are determined by the number of the dominant gene in you. It determines your ethnicity. Yes, you understand. So if you are 80% European and 20% black, then you are European. You understand? And I bet all of them, if they were to go and do DNA test right now, all of them will be 100% European.
Of course they're European.
80% European. What European?
Oh, Malay. I care about
But you see, that's where the culture comes in because Tina ngesintu umntwana waga mama. You understand? Umntwana usala no mama. Akabi umntwana kababa. Although yes, igazi nekhanda kuyilaka baba, but ubaba still needs to perform certain things so that he can have the right to claim the child. You understand? That is custom. It has been like that. It cannot change. You understand? So the Cape independence, it is the true nature of the Bazungus, the real true nature of the Bazungus, the Europeans. Why I'm saying this? These people have been in wars even during the medievals. When you read their history, they were tearing each other up before they even came this side.
Of course.
The reason why they were here in the first place
Vikings
because
and shit, and they were calling themselves
discovered by mistake, right?
The Romans. Roman expansion. They called the Germans, and those who were not Roman, they were called barbarians.
Correct.
They called themselves, so they were doing that amongst themselves,
Exactly. I mean, even religion was used. What do you call it? The Knights of the what temple?
The Knights of the Garter and all that.
Yes, they were used. The Crusaders, they were used to conquer Africa. So they have been at it trying to conquer Africa. You understand? However, let us not forget that our history, it's distorted. Our history was tried to be erased by the very same people. You know, they went and banned statues where they went. They banned all kinds of evidence to prove that indeed we are the Anunnakis that these people are talking about.
They broke noses on every statue.
They did everything to try and destroy the history. Right? Now, because the first area that they touched on in this country was the Cape of Good Hope, which is now part of what? The Western Cape. They want to use that privilege and that right historically to claim that place.
You know, my brother, the sad thing about it is that, as I was talking about in Abagutu, nobody can move to KZN and claim KZN because the whole world knows what it belongs to Uzu. Why? Because of the Zulus, they've established themselves very well in that space. At the same time, when they moved into issues of faith, like I'm saying, Ushembe took over, you understand? Still promoting the culture and the tradition of the Zulus in a spiritual form or in a religious space. You understand what I'm saying? So they are rooted there. Very few of them, you find them good these days, they're starting to break away and get into more charismatics and all these kind of things. Which, as soon as they wake up, most of them, and they realize they're going to go back to their original self. Tina Makos, on the other hand, we don't have anything that speaks for us, that stands for us. You understand? And that is why, I'm telling you right now, very few people in that space are really concerned about what is happening. The majority will be like, sugar man, do you understand what I'm saying? No, I'm telling you. Exactly.
It is. The nerve is on this one.
No, they're already saying
that nerve is big on this one.
Very few people will see the need to fight and die for the land. You understand what I'm saying? Because of what? Already the divisions,
we don't need
the divisions among the Xhosas, there's so much. And the major cause of that, he learned which is inkolo. This religion, you understand what I'm saying? So umuntu will be like, you know what, actually I don't even have to fight this thing. You know, I'm okay. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's and yes, we talk about the fact that black people are colonized and stuff, but you'll notice that in the actual fact, you go to other spaces, other areas in South Africa, you find the Mashangane, you find the Mapedi and stuff like that. People, because of they still holding on to certain values of their culture. Like the Pedi people, what speaks for them today is ZCC.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
Which, let's just say, it is still pushes you back to tradition.
Correct.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is why you still find that unity among the paddies.
Yeah.
Whereby, in the actual fact, they can be able to stand together if something like this were to happen.
Yeah.
But down there, I'm worried, my brother. I'm very much concerned because of I don't see anybody standing up to fight except if EFF I can see what they are trying to do something. But mostly, I'm telling you right now, mostly they don't care. They will just tell you something. I'm telling you.
He's right, you know. And I'm actually concerned because even the king now, the current Zulu king, is talking about New World Order.
That boy, Mrs.
We come in there. That one I can tell you right now is a sellout. That one.
Is he even the real one?
He was wrong from the beginning. Actually, it was a wrong idea. Bamfagile lo muntu lapha.
Yeah.
Uzohlikineza abula. Yeah. Uzohlikineza abulale uZulu. I can tell you right now. Is there to do the very same thing that Cyril is doing with the ANC to destroy. I can tell you right. Umuntu lapha na oyinkosi. Ile out le. Bathu bani le. Le nenkane le. Le nenkane le. Bathu bani man konje la.
Obabdlamini la TikTok uthi vele he's a sellout.
He's a sellout.
Wake ubona uphi wena inkosi egcotshwa umfundisi. Igcotshwa umfundisi manje ifakwe iring, you understand? Yena is part of the Illuminati. The only thing that actually he's there to do is to keep things under wraps, under control. Ukuthi kungabi ne chaos, you understand? To manage the Zulus. But he's not a king. The real person that I acknowledge is the brother. The elder brother.
He was raised. Yes.
Uyabona loya? Lo mfana lana inkunzi yakagqize eqala lo mfana ngifutshela amanga. Awuthi insizwa le. Uyabuzwa noma khuluma akasabi lutho. Now that's a king. Leto le yavevezela. First and foremost,
Mara, what do you expect from somebody who grew up in America?
First and foremost. First and foremost. Ushada kanjani abantu besifazana abathola benengane uyinkosi while you are supposed to take a virgin
from the beginning.
While you are supposed to take the virgin ngoba you need to keep the blood pure. Uthola umuntu unengane so uzofaka amavezi andlebe la ekhaya. How do you do that as a king?
Is that child a prince or a princess or whatever?
Exactly.
You see, maybe going back to the topic Khanyane Cape independence. You know, my only issue here, it's the compromise that was made by the ANC leadership. When they were busy conducting this so-called constitution of ours, and you see how it's now being manipulated by the very same people that brought it on the table. And I'm looking and I'm still asking, where is Raymond Lamola when these things are happening? You want to tell me that this guy doesn't see what is happening in the? They say it's 1.4 million people that were taken from the Ukraine to here. That's a very large number of people. I'm telling you. Exactly. And worst part, what is happening is that they are giving them dual citizenship. Why would you do that to somebody who's running away from a war? Why would you give them dual citizenship?
I get they are trying for the time to vote. Then they can be able to vote for the DA.
Thank you. You understand? Because now they are protecting their own interest. Because let's not remember that a black man is still oppressed economically.
Yes.
And let's not forget the fact that in South Africa, the economical means of production is controlled by the few.
Yes.
And we have seen them. When they went to the United States, golf players were talking on behalf of members, on behalf of matters of the CEO of the country.
And the whole minister was sitting there.
The whole minister was
sitting there saying nothing.
Quiet. You understand?
Who were a golfer?
Exactly.
A white golfer.
A white golfer. So you see that it is a problem to have the same faces in politics and the same faces in business. Because it then tells you the mindset of this person. This person is a capitalist through and through. And we don't need capitalists.
Actually, business controls politics.
Yes.
Of course they do. They've been doing that for years in this country.
Then you're going to hear people telling you this nonsense of saying the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen, the sword will always tell
they never came in with pens. Remember, they came with swords.
They came with swords. And you know what? This situation takes me back to what I was talking about. The issue of the nerve of black people.
Yeah, I'm not causing too much.
But let me tell you something. You see now, if you look at it nicely, why now, as we face this situation, why will we fail to unite as black people?
Yes.
You have the EFF, which Juju is saying something that I stand with. Let's fight back. This we must not allow. You have the MK, which I know they share the same sentiments.
Yes.
But because of that nerve that I was telling you about, a creator a division among black people, which is these people, they will not come together in unity, because of now we're going to start to work on the issues of Tina see EFF, I see MK, Tina see MK, I see EFF, and that even though we see that we are under siege, we are at risk, there's no time for us to be fighting one another. We're supposed to be coming together and forming one powerful force to fight the enemy that is invading our space.
Yes.
But we will not think like that as black people, and that is where my problem is.
Yeah.
We fail to think like that. Instead, what we're going to do, if ever the MK will say, okay, fine, let's stand up and have a march, EFF will pull back and say, let's watch them doing their match, then we'll do our match later.
We'll see who's going to pull the bigger crowd.
Forgetting, or we are going to all die at the same time.
I'm telling you, the nerve, and it goes back to what I've been saying. As much as it might sound as if it's rough, but there's a nerve that is wrong with black people. Black people, they have a certain element of stupidity. They fail to see reality. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's fighting for their own ego. No. Mina, philosophy, ideology, we differ. There's no time for that. We are being invaded. Let's come together. You know, going to go mega but you put the chemist no ketan. Eating Gensugumena no Keninasizwe.
Yeah. I know it.
That is what we need. We need the unity of black people right now. Put the differences aside. Cape Town is being taken, and I can tell right now it's not going to end there. These guys, they're going to come up. What you're going to find happening actually 50 years from now on in South Africa is the same thing that is happening in Israel.
Yeah.
Where now we'll be treated like Palestinians, and then we'll be bombed, we'll be killed, and somebody else will be claiming that this is their place.
Yeah.
And I still want to see.
It's going there.
I still want to see that where will be my brothers and sisters who are so highly convicted in this Christianity nonsense, who will be saying, no,
Jesus Christ will
exactly.
be bombing
Who will they
them.
be standing with? Who will they be standing with?
Yeah.
They will be standing with those Jews to kill us because
Correct.
of Tina. We say, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't we have to support Israel.
Exactly.
Funny enough, check what's happening today in Israel.
Yeah.
Israel is slaughtering Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Israel.
And now no one is saying anything.
Do you understand?
No,
Yeah.
but they won't.
Bafethu ithi ngitshele lento le ayikho udoti. I can tell you right now, black people were always conscious of the supreme being, uqamata umvenqane.
Correct.
We did not need Christianity or anything else to teach us about this. Lento yala belungu, the only thing that it did among us, it was to bring division among our families, communities, society, our tribes. We are so divided to the core because of lento.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are right, and I'm afraid they are going to use these foreign guys to replace us South Africans.
Yeah.
In Cape Town, there are already fights of them trying to move people in some areas in the Cape.
Yeah.
Already as we speak.
Okay.
You understand? But for me, to be honest with you, I'm not scared of these people, man. We defeated them before.
Yeah.
And we can still do it again.
Yeah.
You understand? You are right when you say the problem here, it's politics. And I think this is the time where we put politics aside.
Exactly.
You know, as the people of the country, because politics for 30 years, they have been failing us. Yeah, they've been failing us.
Definitely.
Like 30 years.
Definitely.
And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm even looking at the fact that there might not be elections next year. And I've been saying.
Why do you think so?
Because of this thing that is happening. You know, people are taking it very lightly, yes, and they think it's not going to happen. But I can tell you now, white people have displayed their hate for us for as long as I can remember. I'll make a typical example. The Morogoro conference, right? We came up with a very nice document, right? That speaks to the wishes and aspirations of black people, right?
Yeah.
And look what we do. In there, we say we want to live with them. They didn't ask us. They never said anything.
We are the ones who said,
yes, we are the ones that we want.
need you, please.
Yes, we want to live with them, right? Then it goes, 1994 comes, freedom. Yeah, what?
Yeah.
And then we talk about this nonsense of barricading Rainbow Nation. We didn't, they didn't say include us in it. We say let's live together.
Yeah.
And
this land belongs to all who live in it.
Every
black
time
and white.
they're showing us the middle finger.
Yeah.
The insult was now recently when AfriForum went to the US. A terrorist organization, without no one knowing, going to the United States, lying about things in South Africa. That's treason.
Yeah.
Who has been arrested?
None.
Right?
No.
We've got a Cape Independence political party that is busy dividing black and white people.
Yeah.
So where's the Mandela dream right now?
Yeah.
That ANC was selling to the people. You understand? And this is very much, I think, undermining us as the citizens of the country, because the ANC leadership at this point in time, it's quiet. They are mum. They haven't even uttered any single word regarding what is happening in the Western Cape.
Yeah.
You understand? Which now, for me, when I look at it, I'm now starting to see that, you know what, we have cowards there. You understand? That's why people like Abu General Mukhwana, they need to now sit around the table and decide for us as our only hope to protect us against what is happening in the Western Cape.
Yeah.
The military, I know that it might seem as if we are not ready for that type of engagement. But I can tell you now, there's a reason why a commander Yamasoja went to Iran. There's a reason why. Because they know something that we do not know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Exactly. So they should know something is coming.
And then you hear these guys from Rise Muzanzi, Abu Aukar, these people must be. He knows nothing. He's a puppet of white people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You understand?
I mean, he was given money to open that party, Ms. White.
And then he rents out and he's rented time on TVs and radio stations. Pushing. No, he says the guy who went there and spoke about trade relations with Iran.
Yes.
Iran, remember, it doesn't like
Israel and what? Yes.
You understand? And it's not aligned with America. You understand?
Obvious.
So obviously this one is protecting the interest of the white man by saying this guy Wamasole was wrong by going to Iran and strengthening relations.
But it's quiet when AfriForum goes to American lab.
Thank you.
What the hell is that?
I'm saying. That's why we needed to call him to order to say, when I'm Zanti, what?
Shut it.
Because you are exposing yourself.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
As a black person who knows nothing about the struggle of a black child and what the revolution is all about, you know nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back.
Guys, we are on Kgosi FM live on TikTok, kgosietsile 7, that's my account. And if you are listening to us on radio, is www.kgosifm.co.za. Today's topic until 9:30, Cape Independence. And do we really have laws in this country, or this country is just free for all for anything? We're going to come to that one in a minute and ask those questions, because something happened over the weekend which I loved so much. That's why I get like a distant, but too much. So please comment on our TikTok, and then I will post this video on YouTube tonight. After this one, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Then you can be able to go there and watch it yourself again. And please comment, like, subscribe, and follow us on this platform. We are trying this thing of TikTok. This time I get a phone. So let's see if it works or not.
No, you see, my biggest thing is that you talk about this issue as this guy was Umzans.
Yeah.
These are house niggers. These are house niggers.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it is these kind of people that actually are making us whatever that we're trying to do to awaken and to save our black race. You know, people will end up growing fatigue, like Julius Malema once said. People will end up growing fatigue when you have such kind of people.
Correct.
You understand that? Because of they show up and they know nothing and they don't understand what is going on. Do you know, Konamanj, as you are talking, I'm starting to realize something. Our only hope to defeat what is happening in Cape Town, like you said, which Nabo, they are not coming in as a solution, because of these are the first people to enslave black people. But our only hope, it is the Arabs. Your Iran, Palestine, Pakistanis, and all these people who are anti-Jewish, who actually understand and know the Jews are very, very much evil. And Konamanji, what is happening here, these are the people that their counties, if they were to come in and they will assist us. But the sad story is that if you are assisted by them, in the long run, the table turns.
Yeah.
But now they don't view you as a human being.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, they are the first people to place us in slavery. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, in liberation, 100%, totally, that is created and done by black people. I don't see it happening. Why? Because of the divisions that we have.
Yeah.
You understand?
This-
Already, Kwanamanja, I
Yeah.
can tell you right now, my Christian brothers and sisters, they are those who are praying for the survival of the Jews. they are holding whole night prayers and fasting.
Yeah.
The scriptures coming to pass.
quoting scriptures because these are the end times. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can see it happening. You understand?
Yeah.
And then Tina, who are actually seeing the reality of the matter that our land is being taken. But they don't even care about the land. No. They're saying, oh, there's a place that is prepared for us in heaven. They've never been there. They've never been there.
They hear what they think. Yeah.
Bruh, let me tell you
Which
something.
one?
This is where you start to see the dangers of this religion.
Yeah.
How actually it makes you to be so irrelevant
Yeah.
to the present day situation.
Correct.
And then you are living on false hope.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
And I think kahle, what was supposed to happen, which is something that I don't know when will it happen. We were supposed to deal with this thing and then, coming up with the real thing. You go to kahle, people, they need to wake up. Because, like I'm saying in my book, where I'm saying the God of the Jews is not the same God of black people. It makes, if you look at it, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Look at the character of the God of the Bible from the Old Testament.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Look at how, because of these people, bazabene history,
Yeah.
in the actual fact, when they do such kind of things, invading lands, killing people, they are authorized by their God.
By their God,
they are
yeah.
doing a service to their God. That's what I said. Even when slavery happened, white people enslaved us because of they had a clear conscience, because of actually the Bible tells them to do that.
Yeah.
It instructs them to do that. That's why there's even laws of slaves.
Yeah.
Then you want to come back tomorrow and stand in the place and say you believe in the same God that the master believes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet when you were a slave, I mean, how dumb does it take for one to do that?
How
stupid can you be?
You know, when you talk about religion, even the most highly educated people, common sense, it goes out of the window.
Yeah.
You know, they'll tell you that a Bible is a spiritual book. But there's a lot of
Is it not a
blood.
spiritual book?
No, it's not. It's a history book.
064-548-776. We are coming to you live on www.kgosiefm.co.za and coming to you live again on my platform. Yeah, TikTok. Kgosietsile 007. If you want to join us there, please join us with them or tell us what you think about today's topic, which is Cape independence and the madness behind it. And the whole point, does this country really have laws, or people just do things however they want?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So please tell us, comment again. Is this really how we are viewed? Is it really how we are in South Africa? Because how can level what's happening out there? You'll be shocked. Yeah. So Bakhechu, I will get this cloud question because it's them. I'm just trying to put up this video. I'm trying to put up this video here. That you guys can able to see.
And you know what I love in all of this thing, all of this that is happening.
Yeah.
Hey, bruh, Cupcake is so quiet.
He's so quiet.
He's so quiet, bruh. You know the way he's so quiet is like
That nigga will never talk. Eh?
boy,
Yeah.
bruh. That nigga's like I don't know. He took a vacation somewhere.
Yeah, no.
He's not saying nothing.
He's even going out of the country, going to talk to Zimbabweans. Hey, he's
just what? It just
no, but he seems to have this thing. Every time when there's a crisis,
He does
in the
not know.
country,
Watama.
he's out.
He does not know.
He leaves.
Yeah.
You understand? He's acting as if he was told Guti when you don't have to be here. You
But
must
this-
move out of the country.
But there's something that Julia said, which is very, very important. The guy has long resigned.
Oh yes, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
that.
yes, I
the
do.
guy has long
I believe
resigned.
that.
I believe that one.
We don't
I
have
also
a president.
believe that.
I can
Yeah.
tell you, we don't have a president.
Can I remove first or
You know, Mina, I will tell you something
It's white people actually.
Who are
'Cause
forcing
you
him
know
to
what's
stay.
funny? I'm sorry to cut you, ne? Have you seen the confidence of white people ever since Cyril
Yeah.
came into
Yeah,
power?
Of course.
The confidence of white people actually grew
The arrogance came back. We started seeing signs and boards of saying white people only, especially in Cape Town.
Yeah.
You understand? And that shows the confidence that they have in this guy called Cyril to say he's going to fight for them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it tells you, they're talking about investor what confidence being boosted, but who's getting rich? It's them. You understand? So this guy, to be honest with you, according to me, he's not for us. He has never been for us.
Yeah.
And
Before I go to when I play this video, man, I just got it from TikTok now. It's actually I'm gonna play it and then go just further. Well, you're watching. Look at this, like the picture. It's
One, can bring all.
As a bring. Now, but my concern, one.
They all look the same.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at this picture, and I see two white men amongst coloreds in a fucking poor area in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Come cuckoo.
The
original owners of
what does it say to you, Jiblika? Area in this thing. Poor, rich white people coming to a poor colored neighborhood and they say this nonsense.
No, I mean, obviously, the first thing that they had to do it was just to go to ShopRite on their way there.
Yeah, and
buy some few parcels, and then I'm telling you, and then just
what are you guys saying?
Yeah,
market native.
That's what happened.
So look at this, man. Does this really make sense?
I mean, that is so messed up.
Doesn't really make sense. This thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But it has been happening. This is the concept that has been used by Europeans for a very long time.
Yeah.
How do you explain this to me? Where you have a man sitting on top of a horse with a shambok in front of 1,000 strong men that can take him on at any time.
Yeah.
But none of them.
No, remember when we talk about that, we talk about what is Lynch theory.
Yes.
Right?
William Lynch.
You must keep the slave strong physically and break his mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make him a child here.
That's what I see.
And make
there.
this was happening, yes. In
That's
Cape
what
Town.
I see there.
They see saviors.
Thank you.
They don't see the people who actually put us in this situation.
You know, Kgosi, coming to that, there's something that I wanted to say which you touched on.
Yeah.
And Louis Farrakhan mentions this thing, and it's so true that the issue of inclusion, this thing arena as black people fighting for inclusion.
Yeah.
When we do things, we feel that they are better off when you've got a white person in. We want to become part of the white community.
Yeah.
Let's become part of the international community. Let's become, and I love my people. Ne?
Yeah.
They will say, I'm progressive, you know, progressive. You know what I'm saying?
You guys,
Joe,
if you're not gay, you are like that. What is wrong with you people?
You know what? It saddens me. It saddens me how my people are so misinformed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they see that the hardness and the resilience and that whole harshness of the Zulus, it's like,
yeah.
And those are the much more clever people than them.
They're not civilized.
You do understand?
We are clever and we are more educated.
But my point is that there is no way that the enemy will respect you when you still want to become part of the enemy. If you fail to build your own varsity and you want to cry to get your kids into an enemy's varsity, you're not going to earn respect. If you fail to defend and stand for your culture and stand for your spirituality and stand for who you are, and you still want to come and do things the way the enemy is doing them, you still want to pay lobolo and uhambe a white wedding.
Exactly.
That's foolishness. Bona, there's a nerve. There has to be a nerve. There's a nerve. You can't get married twice. Ushatile wakhipha amalobolo wakhipha imfanelo
white wedding
uthi senza i-white wedding manje uletha umfundisi. I mean, who does that unless that nerve yabona nerve ngitshela ukuthi kunokugula okuthize ngaphakathi kwabantu abamnyama. Now this issue of us wanting to become part of whites
all the time,
we can't do without them. Once check what's happening in the suburbs. White people, they get a space, they make it expensive, they build a new suburb. Black people, they slowly move in, the elite. They move in. And before you know it, it's flooded with all the daggers from there. White people, they sell their houses, the place is depreciated, then they move to the next place. And we still chase them. Why? Nobody says, whoa, halt.
Yeah.
It ends here.
Yeah.
We build our own things.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We build our own schools. You understand?
Yeah.
We build our own facilities. Why? Because it is not until we do that we'll stop seeing things like what is happening today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as long as we do not get to that point, we will forever be praying this prayer.
All right, let me play this video for like nice. I cannot have a loss of the work, right? Can I promise about to watch it? What the hell is wrong with us, man? My colored brothers and sisters, what is wrong with you people?
I will tell you why this is happening.
Yeah,
and what you just said.
Dear Western Cape voters, on behalf of the Cape Independence Party, we would like to implore you to please sign our IEC registration form. The Cape Independence Party will not be able to contest the elections in the Western Cape or the national ballot unless we get 7,000 signatures in the province and 13,000 signatures on the national level. If you believe that the Western Cape deserves a referendum on Cape independence, then please sign our registration form. Otherwise, that democratic right will be gone and potentially gone forever. Thank you.
Did you say that shit?
Bullshit.
Wait.
Oh, Mara.
Potentially gone forever.
What is that,
Thank
guys?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
What the fuck is?
Food pass
I'm telling you, there's pick and play. There's pick and play somewhere. Yeah.
This is the easiest job they had to do to
Oh,
get
man,
food.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Two
you.
white guys in the middle of a squatter camp in Cape Town. When they live here,
Yes.
by Bishop's Court, by
Correct.
Constantia,
Correct.
by Kemps Bay.
Correct.
They are going to their beautiful
Mossel Bay.
beachfront houses.
Correct.
They're going to stay there in a warm house. You live here with a little parcel, like you said, Jimmy,
Yeah.
to go into that shack. And you are holding on a sign
Bruh,
that says Cape must be
it-
independent.
it
A
won't-
white person is telling you that.
It won't even survive that parcel 2 days. 1 day is
Jesus
finished.
Christ.
Tomorrow you're back in Holland.
Yeah, you know, now I've got a simple theory.
Then when we talk, what are the racist towards them? What the hell is this?
Pela, remember, the truth hurts.
Aye.
You know, the truth is very
Oh,
painful.
no, I think the problem when we don't have a problem here now, Tawanchi. We have it amongst ourselves. It's fine.
Yes.
Marco keeps on with a problem with these people.
Yeah.
They think they're still white. They don't know they're half black. Ibiao.
But you see,
Your DNA is half me.
That's where you get to see the plan that people that white people had.
Yeah.
And I would say Europeans for the TikTok language.
Yeah.
Right. When they handed us over the power, they clearly had a game plan. They were 30 years ahead of us in terms of what they already planned.
Yeah.
Economically and governance.
Yes.
They obviously made it a point that one of the days they are going to get this power back, meaning that they are going to get the government back by making sure that over the years, more and more black people lose confidence in the government of black people.
Yes.
And want to recall the government of white people.
They're doing that already most
See,
at the moment.
If you check what is happening now
Yeah.
currently, black people are calling back the government of white
But
people.
that's
You
what
understand?
David said.
Exactly.
David said that.
Exactly. So now that tells you that this was a plan all along to make sure that black people lose confidence in their own government by making the very same government ungovernable. If you look at the stance of DA every time when they were negotiating in the GNU, they always had this, arrogant attitude towards the GNU.
Yes.
Acting as if they control the GNU.
Yeah.
And I think when Cyril signed that bill to say expropriate,
Yeah.
he was actually showing them
Yeah.
there was some type of a war between them and him. He wanted something and they didn't want to budge. And
Yes.
he had to show them, but I'm still boss.
Yeah.
If you don't want, I'll sign this thing. Because if you look at the attitude of DA afterwards, they were quiet. At one point, they wanted to get out of the GNU, but they couldn't get out
Because they have
of
tasted
this.
power.
Yes.
Remember?
No, because of this, they were protecting this.
Yeah.
So all these things that we have seen, them going to the US, coming back, doing this, it's the DA showing us once and for all that they are not for us. Hence, I was in Soweto on Saturday at the by-elections, I think in 29.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these black people sitting on the DNA gazebo. They're all black. There's no white person there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them and I was like, these people, they don't see what is happening in the Cape.
They are so brainwashed. It's not even funny. Dear members,
are you that hungry that you cannot even see if your life is actually at risk?
No.
These people are actually literally showing you through it. But the loudest communication, it's body language.
They are here. You know what? Come and tell you something. You just said something right now about Cupcake, and it makes me think. He signed the.
No, because I'm Fikile.
Well,
The secretary Fikile Mbola Lezile again. Yeah.
Because another thing that I'm asking myself, even though I haven't seen this, maybe is he not maybe the type of a guy that waits for the last minute, whereby now shit has hit the fan for him to respond?
No.
Let's hope he
wanted
do that.
Because for me, to be honest with you, what is happening in Cape Town was not even supposed to happen, and
Correct.
it does not make sense.
Correct.
Yeah.
If I was in his shoes, I would have long declared the state of emergency and deployed military and got those people packing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't even have to wait for them to get into the in the numbers and even have the opportunity to buy property.
Yeah.
Basafika nje.
But
bathola imilitary buyela emuva la uvela
Khona
khona.
ngoteng.
Exactly.
Yes.
But who gave them those papers?
I can get DA.
DA.
Yeah,
Cape Town.
is it still controlling Home Office?
And
Well, I can give one the minister I think in Home Office.
What DA?
Schneider or something like that. No.
Damn.
But now listen to your boss now.
Yeah.
But that guy, you know what? Come and tell.
Who's
right
my
now.
boss? Who's my boss?
We-
My
we-
boss
we-
is sitting right here.
Gated.
Gated. Joe, you lose confidence. I can tell you lose confidence when it comes to these politicians.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Are these people educated about history?
I think
And I'm not talking about South African history politics.
Yeah.
About the black history.
Yes.
Listen to what Gaydon is saying. Gaydon was actually standing with the arrival of the Jews and supporting it.
Akili is a Christian.
And
He thinks sorry he's supporting God's people.
there.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a Christian.
That- you see-
Now I'm not a Christian.
You see,
He's your boss,
you see,
bruh.
what he has just said right now.
Yeah.
What he has just said right now.
Yeah.
It's
the mentality of many
exactly
people.
what has made black people stupid.
Yeah.
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 That part, when you get to be that, what you just mentioned, Christian, when you get to be Christianized,
Yeah.
your brains don't work anymore.
Correct.
You walk by faith. You understand what I'm saying? By faith. So at the end of the day, you don't have to reason things. You don't have to see things the way they are.
Yeah.
Because of, I couldn't understand. He's colored. Colored people are crying right now in Cape Town that they are being moved from their houses. Yet Gaydon sits there in support of the Jews.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And he still expects what he's going to have a vote from colors and black people.
Yeah.
Kanjani?
Who is this guy that belongs to NCC? I forgot his name. He's a colored guy. He belongs to the political party called NCC.
The heart falls what?
Yeah.
I say no more. I want to say TikTok video. They need the exit. I wanted that video to post it here, but
I think I know.
Yeah,
He's
let's
a white
tell
guy.
us.
He was a former spy.
No. He's not a white guy.
He's a colored.
He's a colored guy, and he's from this political party, and he's also preaching the Cape independence.
He's doing that now. I've seen the
So
video.
it's
I
not
think
really Gaydon alone. It's a thing that I think they convinced them. Ogoti, you need to support this issue.
Do they think they're gonna have a part in that?
I'm not
Like,
sure.
are they not seeing
I'm
Kore?
not sure.
The very same Cape Independence Party. Let me go back to that video again. The very Cape Independence Party on A. Two white people.
Yeah.
There is no colored person there who represents this stupid nonsense. Sorry to say that, but there is no colored person who's representing them.
But the British guy, the guy who founded
Phil
this
Craig.
political,
Yeah.
he made it clear. This is a white only people party. Hence, I'm struggling to understand, because when I registered my own political party, they told me that I need to include everyone.
Exactly.
Well, you understand?
Yeah.
No.
So why is it that this one is allowed? to
Let's
be
not even
registered?
go far. Remember, Mklitama was kicked out of IEC
Exactly.
because anarchy black only
it's a
party.
black-owned party.
Whereas, 99% of their board members is white.
It's white.
Now, let me tell you something. Kgosi, you talk about Andile Mqitama. where he was talking about Landfest,
Landfest, yes.
And it was seen as a racial move,
Correct.
as a racial party.
Correct.
Then you've got this guy. You understand?
Yeah.
Look, I know everybody's going to throw in that card. Nonsense. Here, what we fail to do as Abodag, and sometimes, as much as you are pointing one finger towards that direction, 3 fingers are pointing at you. As black people, what we are failing to do, by unity. When we see our own, and I love the mentality of Mazulu, yes. It doesn't matter if you are right or wrong, but when we see our own being attacked by the enemy, we put everything aside
and you join.
We don't care if you are wrong or right. For the fact that you are black and we know that this is the enemy, we will stand with you, we'll sort out our shit after. That's what I'm saying. Because of one I never got support from black South Africans.
They even poisoned the guy when he was sick.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
They almost killed him, Chef.
You understand? So he didn't get support. And this is the reason why I don't want to affiliate sometimes with politics as much as I might be politically minded. Because of the very same people that you are fighting for are the ones who are pulling the trigger.
We're going to kill you, yeah.
This thing, le corner among us as black people, yet division, your mourn, it's making us to fail to address issues that are of great importance. We don't address issues, we don't tackle issues because of, there's something that happened with the Shembe Church during the days of my vaccines.
Yeah.
Where Durban was white, Shembe stood at no vaccine.
Yeah.
Astabi.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, my question.
They didn't,
They didn't. Now my
Serious?
question. Now,
No, they didn't. Wow.
If by force tell Alendu ANC Zobon, he's not gonna get our vote. now for me,
that's
power. You see,
power,
that's what I support.
Yeah.
I support men that think like that.
Yeah.
Now, why is it that we didn't see Upanapasi from ZCC joining in? Why we didn't see
Do you
understand? Why we didn't see Ulokuzana Umudisa joining in? Because these guys, they've got numbers. If they would have joined in together, believe you me, it was never going to happen.
Yeah.
It was never going to happen. And I can tell you right now, if these guys can come together still and say, listen here, this constitution or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we do not agree with, let it be removed. They've got the numbers, they've got powers. Nobody will say anything. But guess what happens? They sit like puppets. Until today, you still find some ZCC people are wearing a mask.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Now, it probably me one.
And the church told them to do that.
Yeah. It probably me one.
It's the church.
Exactly. It probably me one. Black people, and Credo said it, what is coming, we are never going to win it. We are never going to win it. Why? Because of we are not united. We don't stand together. We don't speak with one voice. You understand? There's so many divisions among us. And there's a lot of black people who are disillusioned. Seriously disillusioned.
Yeah.
And I got to notice in the actual fact, you know what, with blacks, education does not make them clever. It makes them stupid.
Yeah.
I can tell you. The more you acquire Western education, it's like the more dumb you become.
You become dumber. You serious. But you are right, because even on TikTok itself, right? When you go to the lives, right? Black people talk about unity. But
for them to implement it is something else.
Exactly. It's something else. When we talk amongst each other, there's that thing I have to have the last say. And it doesn't have to be like that. You understand? And there's that thing that if we start this thing, I need to lead. You understand? And it's not like that. We start something as pure and as honest as we can, but along the way, with this one person, ozothi yena ufuna ukuphatha bonke abantu, because this is how we are wired, this is how we are conditioned. That's why politics of popularism, politics of numbers, it's not our thing. Because ours, it's something of blood. That's why you see political parties such as UDM, there's no contestation for the first seat. Everybody knows done. There's not even a single person who's trying to overthrow Holomisa. Because it's done that way. Who's that Ketla who just passed on from IFP?
Butelis.
Yes. He enjoyed his presidency from the time he started the party until he passed off. You understand? Nobody
40 years,
tried to contest the number one seat.
Yeah.
No one. You understand? And
they tried, and then I get it.
Show them place,
yeah, Musibi.
Yeah.
Masadio ona twa
oh yes.
That other king
NP.
Remember how she got sick after that?
Yes.
Like she got but metila voter on yela.
Big time.
So what I'm trying to show you, Gokore, our politics have always been a dictatorship like, because that is what we are used to. We are not good when it comes to rights, because when you give us rights,
why abuse?
We do whatever we want. Yes. So we need to be put in a bottle, we need to be controlled, we need to be told what to do.
Yeah. But now my concern is still the same for it. I'm concerned about these colored people. We need to talk about this thing. This has to be spoken about, because these colored people really, man, they're just squad. Like this picture, I think it's a picture. So my heart bleeds.
You know, to
honest, see this, what's happening.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Kgosi, colored people have always been undecided.
Yeah.
As to who they are.
Yeah.
you understand?
Identity crisis.
And when it suits them, they will say, yeah, bro, on some. Because now blacks are the ones that are, in power. When white people are there, these ones, we don't know them. You understand? And there's a video that you played here of a colored woman saying that he doesn't like black people.
Like us,
even if the black person has money, even if the black person is educated.
The effect is
that is
black.
The mentality of white people.
Yeah.
We see them here. Stalana bola. Umuntu uhlupekile maruktopa njengathi nje.
Yeah. They cut off his skin.
Embedded in them. They are conditioned to look at us in that way. And unfortunately, it is a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a place in Joburg, Baraki Rabirich, that I used to go to. Those people, in my own opinion, they are more racist than white people.
And they are colored, right?
They are colored.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they tend to think that they are more superior than you.
And again, their DNA is half black.
They are not even.
Let's not even try to beat about the bush.
You understand?
It's not discrimination. It's not stereotype. It's a truth.
And I fail to see how people failed to answer the question that was asked in Parliament to say, why is it that colored people are not black and African in particular? You are not of an origin descendant of this
obviously
continent.
Half of us.
How can you want to be called an African if you are a descendant of a European man?
When it suits them, they want to make it like that.
Exactly.
When it doesn't suit them, no, they will go with their European ancestry.
You understand
but
what
when
I'm
it
saying?
suits them, no, they want to be called Africans.
Exactly.
I was in Otoring, this festival like KKNK.
Yeah.
I think it's coming now September. I was there for like a week, right? No, 3 weeks with these other white people because I was a missionary. I used to be a Christian, so don't judge me.
No, we all come from there, bruh.
Yeah, I used to be a missionary.
We had no choice.
We had no choice.
So we were there. And I was the only black guy there. The whole small town really used to say like next to George. And you'll feel, man, the poorest people there, they are colored.
Yeah.
The poorest, they are colored. The rich people there, obviously they're white, but then the other rich ones, well off, are blacks who are soldiers. There's a camp. So the only time they will get out of that camp is to come and do shopping and then go back. And I was the only black guy there walking around in town, and they were like, the looks, you'll see the stares. Like,
yes.
Who is this mother?
Yeah.
Some Nigerians came to me. Hey, my brother, how's it? Get a shop. Where are you from? I'm from Pretoria. Yeah, no, we can see that you're not from here. What do you mean? No, the way you dress, the way you walk, the way you speak. Yeah. You are confident. You don't fear anything.
Yeah.
Blacks here are so fearful. No, colors here, they will never.
Yeah.
My brother, you come to a place. Right? Yeah. There were tables all over the place, and like lady umbrella, and then you walk on a line, you buy food, you go sit down. Now, like I said, I'm the only black guy there. Sorry. when you come to a table, I'm with these white people that I'm with there, you know. Man, DOC lebana ba ke le khalat le bana ba bedi. They're not sitting on a table like other people are, other white people are. They were on the corner, brother. More tlhageng ka tsona ke tlhageng green. On the corner there, Banti Mo with two kids, that lady, two kids on a blanket, like on the floor. And there were plenty of empty tables. And I was like, what's wrong with this woman? You know, Kgosi. You see now, this is the part that I love about us. Yeah. It's
yeah.
I see it even when I go to the Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
As is by Ingamla. As is by as Tuwang, you understand?
Yeah.
And it's so sad to see some of our people, they still have that thing at the back of their minds. You understand?
Yeah.
To respect Umlung.
As if he's a god or something.
And you know, and he must understand.
Yeah, imagine.
We don't buy that. You start shit with me, we're gonna finish it right now here.
That's how it is.
Pumet was our time. Saba liberated Dara. I'm telling you, as a spy. But me, my biggest cry, Kgosi, which is, I think, as we talk about this topic as a Cape and all that, I don't see this thing getting fixed unless, obviously, Cupcake intervenes with military and put, strict measures to say that these people are willing to move. Other than that, we need to deal, Tina, as Abotaki, Ngalendaba unit. Abotaki, they are failing because of Lendaba unit. And another thing that I just want to throw it on the table about this thing as a Cape Town. Initially, when this started, way back, it was like there's too much corruption in the government of ANC.
Yeah.
There's too much crime. So we want to be in a space where there's no crime, where there's no corruption, where the security is tight and stuff like that. Now, somehow, like I said, when you point a finger towards one direction, three fingers are pointing at you.
Yeah.
Somehow, the manner in which we do things create that perception of what is being undermined by other people. Why? If you look at right now, our government, look at our spaces where we are, Tina Kwanamanje, Lai, see the rate of crime that is here, see the debt that is around here, service delivery that is not, you understand, that is not taking place, and all that. We are actually slowly but surely proving to these people that we cannot govern ourselves.
Yeah.
And that is how now they start to make these kind of moves, such as Orania, Cape Independence, and all. You understand? Because they are saying that we trying to separate ourselves because we do not like what we see. But Tina, we owe it to ourselves as Abotaki to prove to ourselves what we can. Because somehow we can, you know what, let me tell you right now. We're going to keep on pointing fingers. Yeah. We're going to keep on talking shit about them. Mm-hmm. Guess what? It's not going to stop these guys from making money, from them having varsities, schools, taking their kids to best schools, building their own schools, building their own clinics, having the best healthcare. You understand? It's not going to stop them from doing that because they can do that.
Yeah.
They've proven many times that they can do that.
Yeah.
Tina, where are we? Where do we feature Tina whereby we're doing our own things that are meaningful, that are well looked after? You understand what I'm saying? Where, Joe, sometimes you'll be so embarrassed. About tag mfethu, esowethu, ama road signs awasekho. Umuntu tshontsha dideng, uyahamba uyikalisa.
Yeah.
There was a time Telkom had an initiative in Sakula. Bafaka my public phones.
Yeah.
And a card, mali. People were breaking the thing.
They were breaking the thing, thinking that there's money.
But for real. We need to talk about these things.
Yeah.
Gonna park a grand.
Yeah.
Gonna my poles.
Correct.
I've vanished.
By our Cape.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
One time, Ushai Zimshayile, uyakhumula by the time kudlala i-World Cup.
Yeah.
Bafake lama TV screens. Ubhizi ufuna ukhipha yini?
Ufuna ukukhipha.
Yeah, ufuna uhamba na now
imagine.
now it is that mentality.
Yeah.
That makes us to be looked at as if we are monkeys.
Yeah.
And that is why.
And we are uncivilized.
You understand? That is why these people must undermine ganje. Not as much as we are blaming all these things, but we need to introspect.
Yeah.
Abotaki, they must start to understand who they are. start to be proud of themselves, start to love themselves, start to unite among themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? And start to do things that are meaningful for themselves and by themselves.
You know, I want to go back to this thing about Kalad, to say when the Union of South Africa was formed in 1910, colored people were invited to the table.
Of course.
And they rejected that offer because
they didn't.
They actually called themselves black.
Some.
Okay, yes.
Bob and Busak were the ones, individuals.
That went
that in. Peter Marais,
yeah.
That nonsense.
Yeah, Peter Marais,
yeah. This from Front Plus. From
Front Plus, yes.
He's the man who actually led most of the colors into that little house.
Okay.
He's racist today. Peter Marais.
Exactly. So all I'm saying is...
so they never rejected Wanatabisu. They never.
Well, according to them, they say they rejected because you've got people like Boeshli Krill Bailoring. They actually passed on fighting against.
How many? Amongst 10 people, maybe 2 said no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
The rest they supported.
Yeah. So the point that I'm trying to make, right, Oguti, even in the olden days, they saw themselves as black, right?
Did they?
I don't understand why now.
Like, did they?
Yeah, they saw themselves as black.
I don't agree.
Is it?
They never did, my brother.
No, let me tell you something.
Even the old days were even worse.
No,
you know why?
Do you know why our mothers used to bleach their skins?
No.
And
you know why?
And relax their hair because they wanted to look like them.
Like them.
They had it better than us. So they never called themselves black.
But listen to this. T what is saying. Mina, from my knowledge was that the colored folks that were dark brown, that had short hair, they considered themselves black.
Yeah.
The ones with straight hair,
with blue eyes,
Capetonians,
yes,
they saw themselves white. Why? Because uma out yomlungu ishayekile, ishaye crab, bekhona ubuka ukuthi ithathe lo chair.
Correct.
Imenza umfazi.
Correct.
Izala abanye abantwana. So they actually felt ukuthi they are much more whiter. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that is why sometimes you'll find ukuthi bozobona khona manje you'll notice ukuthi zikhona lezi ngamla lezo zithola ukuthi shaped like a black woman and stuff like that. Uthola ukuthi already bekuyi-colored. You understand? Labuya la shuttle out. But lezi as dark browns anyway ezifishane, they had no choice.
Oh, I like this guy on the corner there.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Those ones, they had to be black by default because of automatically everything about them. Only when they speak that you pick up the accent.
Yeah, what about Saul? What Ashley Saul.
Oh, Ashley Saul.
Look at this Saul.
But Kgosi, what I'm actually saying is like we had places where black people and colored people and Indian people were allowed to actually buy land, of which, according to the apartheid times, during that time, they were not allowed to do it. And when you look, I'm talking about Alex, for an example.
Yeah.
Right. This is the only township that I can say it was fully dominated by these 3 race groups, predominantly Makalat. In Alexandra, they never saw themselves as white people. They never saw themselves as anything close to white.
Was it because they were living among us?
No, because at that time they were living in their majority.
Yeah.
Things like your Tembisa, things like your Raberich, it's people that were taken from Alex, the apartheid government. There was a place called Lindela, which used to be in the areas of Lombati and Edenvale. That is the place that actually started Tembisa. You understand? Because white people were moving people away from town. Now, both coloreds and Indians and black people in Alex, they actually fought to remain there. Okay. That's why they couldn't remove them from that place.
Where are they now?
They are still there.
The Indians are still there.
The Indians are still there. But they have their part called Marlboro, which is a better part than Alex.
Actually,
previously, Alexandra used to be very nice. Very, very nice. Their houses used to be very clean, very nice.
So what happened?
Until they started introducing Shebins there, in the effort of trying to destroy the black men. Right. And at that time, they had already moved some of the colored communities to Raberich. And that's how these things got started. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is
the colored community are the only people that can assist this thing from happening. Because these ones, genetically, they won't even survive here.
Yeah.
They are going to die before they even finish their mission. So the colored community is the one that will ensure that the Cape independence happens. They need to distance themselves from this thing. Because white people alone, genetically,
they cannot do this.
They cannot do this.
No, they can't.
No, they can't do it, and genetically they are not even going to survive. I'm telling you, these people are not going to survive until this dream of theirs realizes.
You know. One thing now, as we bring up this whole thing about the colors and stuff, and I get to notice something that in most cases, when we have all these issues that are happening in SA, there's one group of people that I also admire, which they've, and true unity.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that they don't have the nerve that we have. They were able to solidify themselves, to unite themselves, and to make themselves to be a force that is worth to be reckoned with. The Indians. Indians, my brother, I can tell you right now, one thing that I've noticed about them, they have equipped themselves economically so.
Yeah.
And, white people, as much as they don't like them, but they respect them because of, look at what they've done with places like Aboludiam and all these kind of places. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Indian community coming together, issue a unity. These guys came in here working on railway lines.
The sugar plantation,
on sugar canes. You understand?
Correct.
Today,
they own those railways. They own that sugar plantation.
Check who drives the best car. Any best souped up car that you come across, BM, Mercedes, it's an Indian owned.
Correct.
Check the people that got money today. It's Indians.
Correct.
And Indians were clear. They don't take money from them to white folks. They take it to another Indian guy.
Correct. Correct.
It's ikala kona lapho.
Yeah.
You go to their shop, you don't find what you're looking for. He refers you to another Indian person.
Or even calls them to bring it to the shop.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, these are people who had an agenda. And it had built over a years and turned into a culture which today they cannot break away from.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you try to sell to an Indian person. I personally, I've never had any Indian person buying from me. They will, even if it's nice, it's a nice thing. They will always tell you, that's nice. No, it's okay. But I'm okay. You understand? Why? They are principled. Money does not go to a black person.
Yeah.
I'd rather take it to another Indian.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it that black people are failing to think like that?
Yeah, because of maybe
you understand what I'm saying?
Emotions.
We have people right in front of us who came here having nothing, and today they are forced to be reckoned with, and they are able to keep it together. Indian people built their own schools during the days of apartheid. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And make sure that they modify their own space.
Correct.
Where they were staying.
Yeah.
Community. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is it that about dark in faith? About dark. I'm from Chelamang in faith. About dark sometimes that is a curse. because you can see, I'm telling you.
You are saying it for the third time now.
I'm telling you. You can see all these beautiful things that other groups are able to do for themselves.
Yeah.
Go to black people and say, let's do this.
There are too many.
About dark, the first thing that they do. Look, I started a community called Azania. And with the mindset to go to, this is what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
They don't even wait for you to get there. They make sure you don't even get there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, it's so sad what we're doing to ourselves. And that's why sometimes when we sit and get frustrated by things like what's happening in Cape Town, white people are invading, people are coming in, people are disrespecting us. Sometimes you know what I say?
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Fuck it, bro. We deserve it.
Yeah.
We deserve it. Because black people...
That's my same sentiment.
Because black people are funusis all time.
Yeah.
Black people, they never really get to smell the coffee. Black people are not living in reality of things.
Yes.
Black people are so disillusioned. I don't know which planet they think that is better, somewhere they're going to get, and then things are going to change.
There's no
fucking
going to heaven,
thing.
I can remember.
They're waiting to go to heaven.
There's no fucking thing that's going to change, bro. Things are going to remain the same. If you do not fight now and stand up, your kids are going to be fucked. That's how it is.
It's funny that you should say that. I've been watching, ever since this independence thing. I've been watching the social media platforms.
Yeah.
Ne? when Traore was doing things and they were assassinating him, the whole entire Africa wanted to march. We had marches all over the world in support of Traore, right? Now, this nonsense is happening in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah, everybody's quiet.
Where are the NGOs and NPOs and MPCs that would want to fight for the rights of Cape Townians? Especially the blacks that are being punished right now as we speak. You know, there was a video. There was a video of a guy being bitten by a dog from an Israeli person. That person doesn't have 2 days here. He's already sending dogs to bite South Africans. You understand? So I'm asking right now, Oguti, where are those organizations that were organizing marches for Traore? Why are they not doing it for themselves right now?
Simple. Where is that Safe South Africa?
Where is it?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know where are they?
Yeah.
Actually, they got hypnotized by seeing their Israeli flag.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
By seeing the Israeli flag, they got hypnotized. These are the chosen people. We cannot start. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you, I want this thing. This is Kongwane. This must that we should fail to take.
Mara, you see, that's the thing. Revelation itself tells us Uguti, Lehodimo is gonna come down here to earth. So when you die, where are you going?
Tomorrow,
Lehodimo is gonna come here.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I want
I'm not into tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, but
Wednesday,
yeah. The thing that I'm trying to say is that even the scriptures, they say, they say, there will be a time whereby foreigners will be more and more and more, and us will be
less. Yes. Tomorrow I want us to talk about Jimmy. I wish you're here, Bafan.
This is the land of the gods.
Can't you move it on Wednesday? Because I want to get in there. Because I can tell you right now, this God that people are chasing is not our God.
I want us to talk about that. What do Africans praying or worshiping before the Bible came here?
Exactly.
You know,
and I want that topic, and that's why I'm getting, please, can we move it on Wednesday? I'll be here. You know, I don't disappoint. We'll be here on Wednesday, and then I even want to bring in TS as well, because we need to get to this thing. Sometimes I listen to how people describe God. You understand what I'm saying? And then the way they describe God, you can see in the actual fact, is nothing but the picture that has been brought by the Romans. That's what is stuck in their minds. That there is this, Jesus. There is this, no, not even the white Jesus. There is this being somewhere that is so big, that is sitting in a chair, and the chair is so big that, you know what, it's so very, very big. You know? And then it's just checking out what's going on.
What if God was a small child?
Bruh, this is
just among us.
This is so simple. This is so simple. It's an energy that seeks to balance the universe. That is why they can never be too good, they can never be too evil, but at the end of the day, there must be balance of forces. And that energy existed many years, and nobody can tell where it came from. It was not created, nobody created it, and it's found within in each and every single thing. And it operates within you, it can operate. That is why when that level of energy rises, you can even communicate with an animal, it can hear you, it can answer you back, you can even understand what it's saying. There are waves that it will send. So the concept of God that people are having, it's very, very twisted.
Well, now all I'm saying, Khore, you know, as black people, what is happening in Cape Town, if we want it to stop, it can stop. There's nothing.
If it's not enough,
if we ourselves as black people, we don't even need colored people or Indian people. If we are going to stand and say enough is enough, government one side, we are going to deal with these people on our own. That thing that is happening there in Cape Town will come to an end immediately. So the only reason why it is happening is because we are allowing it. We can point fingers at Cupcake and say, Cupcake, say something. We are the government, actually. Cupcake is just an administrator of the government. He must do what we
hired him for a position.
So if the whole of South Africa decides, people move from wherever they are. Who qualify these union buildings here? you will see what will happen. Those white people will see which these ones, they don't play games. You understand? So for as long as we are sitting and we are expecting Cupcake to do something for us,
that is gonna happen.
we are going to die. We are all going to be killed by these people.
Yeah.
So we need to stand up now. We need to unite now by force, or we die. It's as simple as that.
Why, bon?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, GB.
Yeah, no, you know what, you just said a mouthful. The issue is that we need to stand up, to, you know, there's been a saying that says the people shall govern, you know, and we keep on passing the buck to say that, you know, Cupcake must say something, Cupcake must do this, whatever it is, but we need to do it ourselves. I always say it even when it comes to the issues of, crime. You cannot wait until something happens. Then from there, the system says go and report after the crime has been committed.
Yeah.
But at the time when the crime has been done, you are there. There's no policeman. There is no flag. There's nobody else. It's you and the criminal.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You understand? What are you doing right there? Now, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
already some of us, by this thing happening, automatically our gifts of prophecies, they've kicked in and we can even tell the future. You understand?
Yeah.
So we need not to wait for that day.
Yeah.
Let us stop it right here, right now. End of the story.
Yeah. T, what's up?
Yeah, no. All I'm saying is, I can 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, still.
So now all I'm saying, you know, the colored community, honestly, they are the ones that are helping these people to achieve this Cape independence. And me as a black person, it then gives me a very, it leaves a very sour taste in my mouth to say, but these people all along, I have been seeing them as my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I never saw them as white.
Yeah.
You understand? And for me, it's a culture shock to hear them speaking the way they are speaking about us as black people.
Yes.
And I don't really like it.
Yeah.
You understand? So they need to decide. If they don't decide, we'll decide for them. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Because we are not going to have a situation whereby we are going to be ruled by a minority.
Of course.
Not in this day and age.
Of course.
You understand? And I don't know, mina ngiyacela lama general lawa wa masoja man. You know, I wish they can continue what they are doing to protect us.
Do you think you need a coup in this country?
We do. I support that. We do.
No, we do.
Yeah.
No, we do. But from what he's saying, and you look at how we do things, how we operate. Ogoti, at the end of the day, we fail to stand up. We can talk and plan. Remember what I said in the beginning. These guys, they are part of the Illuminati. They practice certain rituals, the Cabal, their mysticism, Jewish mysticism. So before they move into a place already, sebay tagatil.
Yeah.
Correct.
Now somebody once said, Ogoti, do you know how even white people actually got to conquer Botak? There's a ritual that was done where they will take babies, white, black, take a dagger, step it on the white one, through to the black one, and from there, bakupe, 4 corners, to say, white people will always dominate South Africa. You understand what I'm saying? These are rituals that were done. Now, these white people, they are part of the secret society. You see, we don't want to face issues the way they are. And again, it's a religion that has made us to be like this. We shy away from our own magic, our own mysticism. Exactly. We shy away from it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is why our power is never revealed and we are always conquered by other people. Yeah. If you go back to our history, Queen Zinga fought with Queen Zinga of the Bakongo people fought with the Portuguese unconquered as a woman.
Correct.
Why? There were rituals that were done before they would go to war. We knew that. As a matter of fact, in Africa, when you talk about kings, it was not the one who was a king based on bloodlines. Kingship was based on how strong are you spiritually? How well can you connect with the other realm and bring us information from that other realm? You understand? That's how a king, a leader, was chosen in Africa. Now, and here we want to fight with people who continue to practice their things. And Christianity, which has made us to be stupid and to be weak. So there is no way that we're going to be able to stand and be radical and fight and win these people. The only thing that needs to happen here, black people, they need to go back to the basics. Abantu abamnyama, they need to go back to their own things, bebezenza. They need to invoke their own spirits, invoke their own power, so that at the end of the day, they can be able to fight and defeat the enemy. Otherwise, besides that, economically, military, even technology-wise, you're never gonna get it right. But first, mina ngiyakutshela mina, kuyadingeka ukuthi kahle kahle lana siqale isikolo sobuthakathi. Yeah.
Sitenko,
serious.
Go Yale. Is it Yale?
Yeah.
There is actually yeah. Yale University to America. There is something like that.
I'm telling you.
Again, the G energy in us. Triple six.
We need in fact ukuthi siqale isikolo sobuloyi. Undize live mfana uphuma undize. Labelungu laba kahle kahle befanga ukuthi khona manje nje. Khona manje nje sibathumele ngelwane bashaya into abangayazi apha eCape Town.
I know, I agree with you on that one.
When that happens, when that happens,
we're doing it amongst ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When that happens, when that happens, white people, they will stop to play around with us.
Yeah, all right,
no, that's true.
Okay, but nice discussion, very beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me again today. Kgosi FM referred our program today, and we're, as I said, live on TikTok, which is Kgosietsile 007. As you can see, most of you are watching on TikTok. You can see how we've been doing this. Yeah. So, JB, Tabish, Mebras, as always, thank you so very much.
Thanks,
for joining me, and you guys at home, thanks so much for joining us as well on www.Kgosi FM. So tomorrow we're gonna have a show. We're gonna have it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So. Kabele wena le murutin tlantleng I want him back.
Yeah.
Tlola tiesa tla ka tape kwa.
Yeah.
Ka bolla bone da tape rents bet. Ke da bana ba tempo ka for this one, because whatever the thing in Tina King, like I'm a believer, my brother. I believe in God. I follow God. Ke sharp. Ke mudimu teng I pray to God. Done.
Yeah.
I'm not a Christian. Because being a Christian is you are confined to a corner relaying, and you're confined to certain people that are supposed to adore and whatever. I mean, it was so mind-boggling to hear a senator go America. We're instructed by the Bible to support the Jews. I'm like, hey, what? Then they talk about that verse Abraham, which we argued. Remember?
Exactly.
One person.
Yeah.
Not these people. One person. But anyway, Wednesday. 7 to 9. We hear about it. So thanks, guys, for being today.
Thanks.
I really enjoyed today's show. It was the best.
Yeah.
And we'll talk again on Wednesday again.
Thanks.
Yeah. We are here.
So, guys, thank you so very much, man, for being with me today on Kgosi FM. It was marvelous. And here I am on TikTok again. I say thank you so very much. I'm gonna post this video. I'm gonna post go YouTube tonight, so that you guys all go YouTube. You can be able to watch it there as well. Go Facebook, and I've posted on Facebook as well. You guys can be able to watch it there again. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I want to thank you so much for those who are joining. Go www.kgosietsile.co.za. I love you so much. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Yeah.